What's up, guys? Ray from Barbecue Man LV here again with another recipe for you. I know it looks a little odd because I have one glove on and that's a little different than it normally is. Well, here's why. The first thing we're gonna make for this recipe today, because this is the longest part of this recipe, is our mustard coated garlic roasted whole cauliflower. I'm just putting it out there now so all of you understand. This has literally become one of our absolute favorite side dishes for any of our meals. We kick our oven up to about 400 degrees. We're about to coat this with a mixture of garlic. It's minced garlic. I like to add a little bit of my favorite seasoning, whether it be like a barbecue rub or something like that to it, if you want to add a little bit of saltiness in there. And then we use like a Dijon mustard. In this case, I'm going to be using a horseradish mustard. And we're going to coat those. I'm going to mix it together. We're gonna coat this entire cauliflower with it and throw it in the oven. It's gonna go for about 45 minutes to an hour. What you wanna do is take like a long skewer or something and run it down the middle. And once it's tender all the way through, then you know it's done. So we're gonna get this started, and then what we're gonna be eating with this meal is steak kebabs. So I actually picked up some New York strip steak because they have a little bit of fat in them, but it's definitely not as fatty as like a ribeye or something like that. So we're keeping it on the leaner side. It'll have some pepper, some onions, some mushrooms, just good veggies. We'll get those on the grill when this is about halfway done cooking. So let's go ahead and get started, get this mixed up. So again, minced garlic, and I do have a little bit of a barbecue rub that I really like in there, not a whole lot, just a little to add a bit more flavor. We're gonna use a lot of mustard. I know mustard is a very, very, very strong condiment, but I want you guys to understand, this is gonna roast, it's really gonna come out nice. The mustard isn't super strong because you're only coating the outside. So once you start eating your whole cauliflower, it really blends in there nicely. Let's get this mixed up well. This is when you're gonna really see why I'm wearing this glove. So let's go ahead and get some on the top. And then just rub the entire cauliflower. Get it coated really well, guys, because this, I'm telling you, is gonna be super flavorful, really delicious. One of the things you can do as well, depending on your meal and if you have the room for the fats in your diet for the day, is throw some Parmesan cheese on the top. And we've done it with the already grated stuff, you know, in the can. I know a lot of folks don't like that. They like the fresh Parmesan, which is fine. So do we, to be honest. But you know, you want to keep it within reason. So it's one of those where this meal we're actually making, there is a little bit of fat in the meat, but the meat that's accounted for in the allotment. So once you get this all rubbed down, what we would do at this point is coat the top in Parmesan cheese. You can give it a light dusting, then throw it in the oven, let it roast. So let me get this glove off. I'm gonna move this over to the oven. Once we get this rocking and rolling, we'll be back to start getting the skewers ready to go on the grill. Then we'll get that grilled up, and we're gonna have a beautiful meal. What's up, guys? Back here at the cutting board, we're gonna get these kebabs skewered and ready to go. Basically, we're gonna throw all these veggies on the skewers, get them seasoned up, and then we're gonna get them out on the grill. So basically for these, we're gonna use all kinds of different bell pepper, yellow, red, orange, mushrooms. These are the baby portobello mushrooms. We really like these in this house. We eat a lot of these. Zucchini, which is one of Becky's favorites, so we're definitely gonna include that. We've got onion, and again, I've got pre-cubed New York strip. I went ahead and cubed it up already. I have it set to the side. Once we get the skewers fully put together, I'm gonna lay them out. We'll go ahead and hit them with our favorite seasonings, whatever rubs you prefer. I know that Profile has a barbecue rub that's actually really good, but we're gonna be using a different rub today. You can use pretty much whatever seasonings you like. So let's go ahead and get this stuff chopped up and ready to rock. And again, you know, you're putting these on a skewer, so you wanna make sure that you leave them decent sized. I mean, they're gonna cook relatively quick. Because obviously with New Yorks, I mean, unless you really like your steaks well done, personally, I do not. I like our steak right around medium. So the vegetables will still have some crispness to them, but the steak will still have that nice, the pink center. So as you're cutting your veggies, like I mentioned, we're gonna cut these peppers down just to get the centers cored out. And then I just like to have cubes, essentially pieces that are similar to the size of the meat that we're gonna be putting on there. We'll get all of these peppers done. I actually like to put the mushrooms on whole. Some folks like to quarter them. I like them having the full body of the mushroom. I feel like it keeps the center, really nice, and it has a little bit of snap to it. And again, I know with mushrooms it's different. Some people don't like their mushrooms to have any snap. They want them cooked down completely soft. That's just not the way that I prefer them, so we'll do them the other way. All right, so I'm gonna finish getting all these veggies all chopped up, guys. As soon as these are chopped up and ready to rock, we'll come back, we'll get these skewers all put together, and then we'll get them out to the grill. All right, guys, we're back. We're gonna get stuff ready to go on the grill. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these put together, kind of show you how I do it, and then I'll finish them all up. We'll get out there to the preheated grill, get the skewers on there, and get everything finished up. So basically, this is gonna be totally up to you in what order you like to put your vegetables on your skewers. I personally do like to put peppers or onion next to my steak. That's simply because the flavors. I like the flavor to transpire right over, with the veggies. And this is another option you have. We use these long metal skewers that we got, I believe, on Amazon. Basically, these skewers, you can push through the vegetables any way you want, whether you want to go this way or go through long ways. I personally, on like zucchini, I like to put them on this way so I have more room for stuff, right? And our mushrooms are big, so we got to have room for the mushrooms. I'll put on a couple of little slices of onion. Then we're going to put on one of our pieces of steak. And I did cut the steak relatively short, guys, just so you have room for other things, and they're bite-sized, right? It's more convenient when they're bite-sized. So, mushroom. Now we got a little bit of everything there except for some pepper. So let's get a couple of peppers on here. And again, you may be looking at this right now going, I don't like putting them on that way. I like everything going through the other direction. That's totally fine. That's up to you which way that you like to run everything on your skewers. So again, they don't need to be uniform. They can be mixed and matched and everything else. With the meat too, you can kind of weigh it out, get an idea of how much meat fits into what you're allowed to eat for the day. These are gonna be really veggie heavy, just because that's the way that we like to do ours. Yes, you're still gonna get meat, but we like to do a lot of vegetables as opposed to a lot of meat. And that's just a preference thing, guys. I mean, again, if more meat is what fits into your daily regimen, then by all means, meat it up. If not, veggie it up. You don't need any meat if that's the matter. If you're all veggies, that's cool too. Throw some broccoli on your skewers, throw a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can make these things basically however you want them. So I'm gonna get this one finished up, guys. I'm gonna get the other couple done, and then I will get them all plated, ready to rock. We're gonna season them, and we're gonna head out to the grill and get these things cooking. So we will see you at the grill. The grill is kicked up, guys, to about 325. I kept it a little lower than I normally would if I'm cooking a steak, obviously, because I want to roll some smoke on these rather than just searing them off really quickly. So we're gonna get all these on here. Some of them have a couple of pieces of meat. There's a few with no meat. Just a mix for all the different folks that are eating dinner. So we'll get them all on there. Hit them with a little bit of the seasoning that fell off on the tray. Let them roll smoke, and we will meet you inside when everything's ready to rock. All right, guys, we're back. Kabobs are off the grill, looking delicious, to be honest. It smells great in here. We also have the cauliflower done in the oven. I'm gonna bring it over here. We'll get it sliced up and plated. All right, let's take a look at what's going on with the cauliflower. So that whole roasted cauliflower looks and smells phenomenal. Just saying, putting that out there right now. So you have options when you plate your cauliflower. Basically, we do it one or two ways, depending on how we're eating and how hungry we are, right? So you can quarter this cauliflower, give each person a quarter, or you can steak it. I'm gonna quarter it for today, put it on the plate, get you some kebabs on the plate, and we'll take a nice look at everything here, okay? So let's quarter this cauliflower. I'm just gonna pick right in the middle, guys. It's nice, and see how soft that just cuts right through. This thing is roasted to perfection, just right through. It takes no pressure at all. And again, like I told you guys before, the cauliflower itself really takes on great flavor with that mustard that we coated it with. Look at that. Just fall apart tender, just as cauliflower should be when it is cooked, correct? Then we've got our kebabs. We'll just throw 2 of them on there for the time being. Just like that, guys, you have delicious cauliflower, whole roasted cauliflower, and your steak kebabs. Super easy meal, guys. It does take a little while to do the cauliflower, but I'm telling you, totally worth the wait. These kebabs were only on the grill for about 10 to 15 minutes at most. Again, we wanted to cook the meat to just about a medium. So this is just gonna be a really easy, fresh, and delicious meal. Hope you guys enjoy it.